Hello, 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 hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello and welcome in. I pray this message finds you at the precise time you need it. As always, take what resonates with you and leave the rest for everyone else to find, as these are timeless collective messages. So put it where it fits. Of course, I always do get into relevant energies as the messages come through, but if you find this at any particular point that isn't exactly in the time frame that I record, that's a-okay. There's still something here for you. All right. Welcome in, everyone. So excited to finally be bringing messages to you. I had a pretty bad flu last week after traveling, and my guides came through as always and cut down my recovery time by a lot. Though I'm still rebuilding my energy. You can hear it a little bit. I didn't want my ickiness to be so distracting when I was bringing you messages, so I had to wait a little bit longer than I wanted to. So, hello, welcome in, welcome in. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you. And for all of you who've been praying for me to recover quickly, I appreciate you. Your prayers have been heard and answered. I've been doing a lot of energy work on myself, as have my guides, and I am mostly recovered. Or at least I'm not contagious anymore. I still am building my energy back. But let's get into your messages today. I know I'm coming in with this topic a day late, but I do these things sometimes on purpose. Well, yesterday I literally, I did not have the energy to channel, but I like to make the point of challenging your beliefs in terms of when you think is the right time or the only time to take advantage of certain windows of opportunity. Okay, I do this on purpose because it's not, some of you might be seeing my messages, it's the 1111 portal or the 111 portal. Julia, you're a day late. Well, actually, I'm right on time. The portal's open until January 19th because the 119 and 2026 also add to a 111 portal. The 19 adds to a 10 numerologically, which brings us back to a 1. So this portal is still open until January 19th. And so that's actually over a week. That's over a week that you get to take advantage of a 111 amplified energy from manifesting, okay? So if you didn't set your intentions yesterday, if you're still like, oh my God, I have no idea what I want to do, don't freak out because you have time to figure it out. That's another really big takeaway already of this year, okay? And of what we're going to be stepping into with the energy of the fire horse, okay, everyone? You're going to feel like there's a lot of pressure to do a lot very quickly. And it's really important that you pace yourself because with the fire starting energy of the fire horse of the 1 year, it's like the quick start. It's like the spark that catches and starts the fire, you know? So it's important that you learn in your own energy how to maximize that energy for you. Okay? I have a couple of decks that I'm going to pull from shortly, but I'm just going to keep channeling and giving more messages that I have been receiving throughout the week to bring to you. But I just want to say hi, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you again for your prayers. I have been very under the weather, and I am finally personing again. So, another really big energy that you're going through right now, that was especially apparent, was this sensation of like everything's changed, but nothing's changed. That's a very strong collective energy right now. Everything's changed, and yet nothing has changed. And honestly, I couldn't think of a more perfect way to describe the metaphorical sensation of the shedding of the snake's skin. Because in truth, everything has changed. You are no longer the same. But all of those changes have been at the personal level before they could take place at the physical level, meaning your external reality. Some of you have been wanting to take action on certain opportunities. Some of you have been waiting for things that you're actually no longer in alignment with. They were aligned with a version of you that you have outgrown. So some of these opportunities may or may not be the best thing to suit you moving forward. That just came through for someone. So it's just important to remember that in the year of the one, it's like rolling the dice. Anything goes, because it's also a 10-year. Remember, think destiny, think the wheel of fortune. This is a time that you can turn things around for yourself. This year is holding so much potential for change, and it's going to be founded on your pacing yourself. Again, like I was saying before, this is a quick starting energy. You're going to want to get it all done, move all right ahead as fast as you possibly can. Spirit will change things up for you to ensure that you are not moving faster than is aligned with you. So there was another message that was coming through around do-overs, things kind of glitching and then resetting, and then you having to complete the same task more than once. That is on purpose. Your guides are doing that on purpose. If you signed up for my bi-weekly email updates on my website, I did talk a little bit about this in one of the transits. Your guides are doing this on purpose, okay? Your guides are doing this on purpose because sometimes the energy that you start something in is not the highest possible energy that could bring you the timeline or the outcome you desire. So they'll hit the reset button and you'll have to go back and do it again. But you'll find that things are actually going to be a lot smoother for you, and you'll be a little bit happier with that outcome because it's more aligned with you. So if things keep getting reset, if you're start, it's because your guides are trying to set you up for your highest timeline. And in this last couple of weeks here, last few weeks in the year of the snake, you're still shedding old skin. You're still releasing old ideas. You're still releasing old beliefs, okay? Yes, this is going to be a year that a lot of people are moving because soul contracts are completing in location-based situations. That's a thing for a lot of people. So if that's your gut, follow your gut. Just had to throw that out there. So it's really important that you are trusting your process and that you're taking things one day at a time. If there are ways or things that you know you can do to help mitigate that anxious side of you, find ways to implement your excess energy in creative outlets, because that's going to help you stay balanced and regulated, because you have a lot of they're saying it's fire starter energy. Thank you, Spirit. I was waiting. I was like, what's the word? It's quick start, but it's fire starter. It's a lot of fire starter energy available to you right now, okay? And for this entire year. Your guides, again, just want you to be mindful that you're not overdoing it, because this is also a year that if you don't pace yourself, you can burn out. And your guides don't want that for you. They want you trusting that the flow is going to pick up the more you relax and the more you balance. Trust the timing of things. Trust the way things are unfolding. If you need a do-over, trust that you'll get a do-over. If God said the second do-over is not enough, you might get a third one. Trust that the doors that are going to open for you are the ones that were meant to find you. And the doors that don't necessarily open are no longer in alignment. Your guides have backup plans for those backup plans. Okay? Because every single thing you focus on, every idea that you hold on to for a possible future or a possible present reality opens like dominoes. It's like a kaleidoscope clicking into place, and then everything opens up. Because you guys have really active minds, though, you're constantly creating things. So slowing down and letting yourself be in a more meditative flow can help you focus and hone in a little bit better on the things you really, really want. And in that sense, some of you might be called to meditate more in silence, removing excess noise, releasing a lot of over-consuming behaviors. That's particularly as it relates to social media, my guides are saying, or things that have taken a lot of your time that no longer give back to you in the same ways. Whatever those habits or hobbies are, you know what they are. Oh, can you bring that back? There was something else. I just feel like a lot of you are going to be traveling. That's coming through really strongly here for you, okay? There's a lot of traveling coming through here for you. And your guides are asking you to be flexible. They're asking you to be flexible because for some of you, they're fixing things up right now so that you have the ability to be a little bit more flexible, a little bit more mobile. Like I'm also seeing a car. They're showing me a car. Someone here got work done on a car because they're going to be driving it more. That could be related to work. I don't know. Okay. I mean, I'm upset because that was a really important, like at least I thought it was important. But I guess it wasn't important enough that I forgot it. So, all right. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to hang out with you guys today. As you can hear, I'm still a little congested, still coming back to myself. But I'll be out here as long as I can with you, okay? I'm really excited though, but because tonight we're going to be doing the guided meditation on Zoom. That's probably going to be about 30 minutes just because I want to make sure I don't cough in the middle of it. And I finally am at a place where I can talk and I'm not like all the time. So thank you guys for your patience. I've missed you. And thank you for your prayers again. So, okay, they said different deck. Yeah, they're just saying be open to different career opportunities. Think outside the box. Spirit's saying think outside the box. For a lot of you who've been wanting a shift, think outside the box. Okay, I'm going to burn a little bit more sage here. Thank you, Dragon's Blood Sage, for blessing and cleansing the space. And I offer this to my guides, God the Divine, Goddess the Divine. Thank you. All right. Yes, thank you for dropping that link. I appreciate you. Okay. Again, shout out to Christina for these beautiful decks. Seasons of the Witch, 2 Oracle decks, and the Tarot. Absolutely gorgeous. What do you need to know right now with this 11? I keep calling it the 1111 portal. Some of you might call it the 111 portal. I guess that means you're also seeing 1111 right now. What do you need to know right now, folks? You could also be seeing 444 or 777 and 333. And the 2s. Not really the other ones as much. I'm also seeing 911. Oh, thank you. That was the most important point of like the entire set of messages you guys gave me beforehand. Okay. They just brought it back and I'm so grateful. So some of you have been, we're going to say, confronted kind of in a hostile way by your past. Your mind, your dreams have been kind of, this was really strong a couple of days ago. I want to say this, it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. But it was also last week. Like your mind was really pestering you, confronting you about your past, the things that you are embarrassed about or ashamed of, the things that you have denied yourself the time to look at. And I want to be very clear. These are experiences from your past that make you feel ashamed. Whether or not they are dark or extremely negative entirely depends. But these are situations and experiences, connections from your past that really make you want to curl up in a ball and like hide. Your mind has been bringing these things up because your guides are trying to desensitize you. And this is really important, okay? They're trying to desensitize you to the things that you supposedly fear most. Your guides are trying to desensitize you because they want you to understand that the past does not need to bear any weight on your future anymore. And so you probably noticed just after the new year that some of these energies, in terms of like final boss lessons, kind of like how you get the mini ones and then you get the really big thing that all of the smaller stuff was practice for. These bigger lessons that have been coming up, these are related to things that you hold in your shadow. Again, the shadow just being the parts of you that are harder to accept. And however you want to define that, whatever way that resonates with you, take that. These things have been coming up because your guides are trying to desensitize you to what you believe makes you less than. What you believe interferes with your confidence and your worth. It's, how do I say? An affirmation you can work with when your mind starts to play tricks on you like this. You can say, I release the past. I bless the past. No, what was it? Spirit, it was very specific. Oh, thank you. I bless the past. My compassion and love are forgiving to my past selves. And if that's too much for you to remember, you can just say, I bless the past. I bless the past. I bless the past. Because that's also honoring that you acknowledge that that was your journey at one point, that was part of your experience, that was reflective of an aspect of who you were or what you believed at a certain point in your life. Doesn't mean it applies to you today. Your guides are trying, they're like, they're showing me the chords that are still plugged in your brain. It's like there's a bunch of strings they're showing me coming. That's such an interesting image. A bunch of strings, like chords coming out of your brain. And the ones that are really deep in there that are kind of really knotted in there, they're tugging on them, which is why you're having these flashbacks. It's why you're having these memories pop up, these things, these people, these situations, these communities, these jobs, these places that you haven't thought about in a really, really long time, or at least not within these particular contexts. They're coming up in a new perspective to show you, hey, you're still holding on to this. Stop fighting this. Stop fighting with this, okay? Because these are the last few pieces that are coming up from your subconscious, that they're getting kicked up by the rest of the year of the snake, so that you don't have to be held back or held down by things that just don't apply to you anymore. Yes, your journey made you who you are today. You can also decide what you're done with now and just be done with it. You can always recreate yourself. You can always reinvent how you want to exist, how you want to move forward, the standards you want to hold yourself to. If anything, just this affirmation, this mantra, I bless the past, I bless the past, I bless the past, shows you, even if you don't believe it right away, just remember that I said that, and that's a tool that's available to you, because if you're going to interject, you're going to cut off the pattern of self-hatred that gets triggered when you remember these things, okay? I bless the past. Suddenly your subconscious goes, whoa, that's different. We can look at that differently now, huh? So, just things to keep in mind when all of this dirt is getting kicked up by all of your new manifestations, all of your new timelines trying to come in. Yes, I bless the past. Beautiful, guys. See you soon. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to our soul tribe. Welcome to our collective. My name is Julia Rose, and I'm happy you're here. I always pray you find me at the precise time you need me. So, thank you, Spirit, for bringing that back full circle. So, and I want to say that particularly relates to the ways you demonize yourself. And that was the word coming through. What else do you need to know? What do you need to know? Oh, wow. Oh, that's so beautiful. And that feels like it's right in line with the message that was just coming through about interrupting the pattern of self-depreciation. We have blackberries. Number 8. There is no weaving with existence when you ignore the presence of spirit within self. And wow, I'm going to read that again. There is no weaving with existence when you ignore the presence of spirit within. And this really fits with the message that was just coming through about interrupting those thought patterns. Because when you consciously interject into your internal dialogue, you recognize that that's just an automatic mechanism that's running in your mind. It's just an automatic mechanism running in your mind that you, spirit, presence in you, have the ability to interrupt and change. Of course, that's going to take practice and time, but you'll get there. With any habit that you have now that is unconscious, that was at some point a choice that you consistently made that made it easier to make that same choice. It's the same with reshaping your inner dialogue. And I'm seeing some of you might be doing that with subliminals or intentionally curated playlists. Using music. Oh, that's beautiful. And then we have Dawn. Number 18. 818 here. You could be seeing 818. Slow it down, move slower still. Become the witness, swelling in presence. Again, a confirmation. Oh, look at... Some of you have your animal guides that are especially close to you right now. Some of you I'm seeing are doing a bit more divination. I'm seeing like smoke gazing. Is that a thing? Smoke gazing. Someone here is discerning messages from smoke. Like incense smoke or sage or some other beautiful sacred medicine. And that's also a reminder to meditate too. And it kind of feels, at least where I am, it's winter here now, and sometimes that can feel a little bit harder because it's already so slow and dreary and barren outside that the idea of facing that kind of inner reflection in the empty and barren is kind of hard. I understand that. But there's room for discovery. They're saying there's room for discovery in the conscious space that you create. That's what Spirit just said. There's room for discovery in the conscious space that you create. So, is there anything else from this oracle deck that you need to know? Almost. Okay. Okay, they just keep saying, trust the timing of things. Trust the timing of things. Some of you are trying to change your lives overnight. And some of these transitions, you're only just starting to get barely enough available energy to change some of these things in your life. Like cutting cords, completing contracts. For some of you, certain contracts are not finished yet. But your manifestations are close. Some of you have a dream that you're doubting. You have a dream of something that you're going to create or some way that you're going to have an impact here. And because it's not happening this instant, you're doubting it. And your guides need you to release the expectation of immediacy, of instantaneous creation, because at the energetic level that can take place, but here when things have to filter through, like manifestations move from your crown all the way down to your root, it takes time to filter through each layer of existence for those energies to fully translate, and it requires being completely open and alignment with those things all the time for that to move a little bit faster. So surrender your expectations of time, and they just keep saying, not now is not never. Not now is not the same thing as never. Okay? So trust. Because if you need to be redirected because there's some other contract, someone here is going to be redirected in their relocation because of a fated partnership. Someone here is about to unlock a soul contract that's going to set you up for your new timeline of success, the way that you have been consciously redefining it. Your guides have been trying to help you navigate the process of getting in alignment with that contract. This was something that you already decided before you got here. So it's important that you're cognizant of that. This feels like, for some of you, this is because of a romantic relationship. Some of you, this is a business partnership. Some of you, this is soul tribe. Okay? That's very specific. Like, your guy, like, they're showing me in the Akashic records, in your Akashic records, there's, like, you're in this one book of, like, your life right now that you're about to complete some of these lessons here. Some of you have been studying your own Akashic records. Good for you. If you need help going into those to understand what lessons you're tying up and help healing through them, please book an Akashic record reading with me and healing, because I go in there and I tell you what it is, we work through it, and then bang, 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 boom, done. You're done. You're moving on. Okay? The link is in the description box below to book with me on my website, okay? I love you guys so much. I literally missed you. I was so irritated that I couldn't be out here sooner, but I had the flu and I literally did not leave my bed for 7 days, okay? It was terrible, and I miss you. Here we go. Coming back to the message. I'm seeing in the Akashic records, you are moving through, like, you're just checking things off one thing after another, because I just feel like some of you guys, whoever this particular message resonates with, you just reached a level of, I literally do not give an F anymore. I don't care. I have zero cares. I have zero cares in the world for the past, zero cares in the world for who I used to be, for all of the nonsense, all of the BS I used to entertain, the habits that don't serve me. You're just, like, checking things off so quickly. Some of you guys, your guides put you on timeout because you're moving so fast. For others of you, that's why you're having some of these do-overs get triggered, because there's so much pivoting at every single moment. with every time you call your conscious power back to focusing your thoughts. They're showing me that this book of your life is about to close, where this was the person you are, this was the identity that you had, this is the way you thought about yourself, this is the way you talked about yourself, this is the way you carried yourself, this is the way that you expressed yourself. Some of you, that's also about gender and sexual identities. There's someone here transitioning. Oh my God, congratulations. I love you. I'm so proud of you. Then I'm seeing when that book closes, it's like you're closing the no, you guys did not wait a whole week of me in bed to say this message. For some of you guys, if you guys resonate with being new world leaders, like new earth leaders, you are the first wave. Holy shit. You are the first wave of souls that are closing out the old earth timelines, like officially, like boom clap complete. I am on fire right now with this message. Some of you are closing out old earth timelines. Like you are the innovators of this new earth, and you are actually like slamming that door shut. Okay? This couldn't happen before now. This was on God's time. This was on God's time. So you've been sitting here, you've been so angry that things have not been changing. You've been so angry that you're still feeling stuck with certain things in your life. It's because you're not on your time. You're here to be of service to the divine expectation, the divine expectation of Earth's ascension. Okay? So every time you say, I'm surrendered, every time you say, God, what do you want me to do? Every time you say, Spirit guides, please tell me, and then you hear nothing, it's because you have to slow the hell down. You have to slow the hell down. Because this closing, this karmic completion, this slamming of the door on the old earth had to be at a very, very, very specific time. And it literally is going to be whatever this new moon is. February, was that 17th? I have no idea. I can tell you in a second if you'll be patient with me. Yes, it is the 17th. That's the Lunar New Year. February 17th, 2026. Oh my God, you guys. I'm going to this message is crazy. So when you're stepping into this new identity, this new self, this new life, it's because you're starting your new earth now. It's because you're closing out all of the remaining lessons that you were here to dissolve for the collective that you embody, you enmesh with, you carry, so that when this new book starts, you're literally starting a new life. Do you feel how huge that is? Like Akashic record level soul completion. Like graduation. Do you get how freaking huge that is? Wow. Like you don't even get it. I mean, you do, but you don't. Because none of us do, because it's not here yet. I mean, it's almost here, which is why we're all feeling like this. Oh my gosh. And that makes so much sense, because with the start of Aquarius season, we have so many planets shifting into, we have a few planets shifting into Aquarius, which is all about innovation. It's all about that independence, all that individuality of, this is my life, this is what I decide. One of the biggest transits, it's going to be, Neptune's shifting into Aries at the end of this month, you guys. If you didn't look at the email that I sent out, I highly encourage that you go read that, because I spent a lot of time on those. I really enjoy channeling those messages for you about those important dates every month, okay? And if you're not signed up for that, you can just visit my website and it'll bring up a light box that you can subscribe. And oh my gosh. This is a whole new world you're dreaming into being. That's literally Neptune in Aries, and that's a decade-long transit. decade-long transit. Holy mackerel. So huge, so important, so powerful. This, like, you are still, some of you here are still creating future ideas of yourself based on some of these fears, based on parts of you that you still have yet to confront. And your guides are going to make you look at these things in the next few weeks until February 17th. They're going to make you look at these things because they love you so much. They don't want you to be held back by this stuff anymore. And they're going to try to show you, like, when the stove is off, it's not hot. You don't have to be scared of touching it when it's not hot, but your brain doesn't always associate safety with looking at these things that are kept in your shadow. Very exciting times. Energetically. That's going to look like a lot of changes very quickly on the face of the earth. A lot. I don't get into that kind of predicting stuff. I do get messages about it, but I don't talk about it here on YouTube because I have not been instructed to do that. Oh my goodness. I mean, get ready. Rest up. Focus on your happiness. Focus on enjoying your life. What would make you happy? What would make you excited? What is exciting to you? Logic and reason should be in the service of your joy. And when you have it flipped the other way around, you guys are getting led into burnout. Wow. Winter, I think that's pronounced Bessum. Winter Bessum. This is about safe passage. That's also a massive door slamming. Is it not? Once you pass through it, a massive freaking door slamming. Doors of opportunity opening for you. Passages of safety. Passages of safety. Maintain your boundaries. All of this shadow work is so you know what you really deserve. And for some of you, it's more than what you've been accepting. Or more than what you think you can handle. More than what you think you can reasonably attain. Stop being so reasonable. Because what's your reason based on? Is it based on the version of you that is like radically in love with themselves and chooses to believe in the highest possible outcome when you take risks? Or are you playing it safe still? New Earth is not going to be about playing it safe. Your alignment is not about playing it safe. Okay? So if your guides have been trying to lean you in the direction of looking to expand your horizons, trust that's for a reason. Your soul is asking for growth. The things that have created comfort, the things that have created the idea of safety, maybe some of these things aren't in alignment with you anymore. Oh, that's so funny. That's ridiculous. On the bottom of the deck is rosemary bread. And I literally, earlier today, I am so serious. 3 hours ago, I was like, I should make rosemary bread. And that was really random, but I'm going to read this card to you. Number 35, rosemary bread. Share and commune with the ones who mean the most to you. Break bread with the spirit of rosemary, which will call for healing and mend. Some of you, if you've been wanting an alternative medicine to offer to cleanse your space, to cleanse yourself, to offer to your guides, your ancestors, your angels, the divine, rosemary is actually a really excellent purifying medicine. Rosemary, as well as mints. Mint. Various mints. Okay. And then, yep. Wow. Yes! The horned owl, number 26, says, become the shadow that watches, keeping quiet while moving intentionally. Beautiful. And this is the coming of spring. Can't even make this up. Number 15, beneath my feet stir the waking, spiraling surges of warmth that tell of life ready to birth. I'm seeing penguins. That's really specific. Someone here might be seeing penguins as a confirmation of this message. What else do you need the collective to know, Spirit? I feel like we're almost at our limit here. I feel like I'm almost at my limit, Spirit. Wow. You guys, I freaking love tarot. Tarot is so cool. And I love that I get to do this. And I love that I get to do this for you. You guys are awesome. We have the moon and the chariot. You're out here like, what? Nothing's happening. I can't see. And God's like, actually, your life is moving really fast right now. Actually. Oh, wait, that's another 18. Confirmation of the number 18. You could be seeing that. You could be seeing penguins as confirmation of this message. You could be seeing the number 18, 818 as well. Aries, what's good? What else do you need to know? Yeah, but again, it's these subconscious fears that your guides are trying to help you blast through by showing you, hey, let's look at this from a balanced perspective. Let's kind of hold a little bit of duality here. Because I feel like these things that have been stirring up in your subconscious are the things that you have been, they're the few things that you kind of hold against yourself as reason, as proof, evidence for you're not being good enough or not deserving of a new life, not deserving of these new things. Yeah, 4 5 fours on my clock. That's crazy. But your guides, that's setting the foundation for your new life. That's setting the foundation for your new life. Chariot says, you're moving faster than you understand. Some of you might feel like you're floating. Not quite here, not quite there. It's because your guides are carrying you forward. It's not anything physical or of your own power or capacity that you are doing. It's that you have surrendered. Trust the process. Take things one step at a time, one day at a time. What's that? It's like when you're learning physics about the laws of motion. How if you're moving, if you're just out walking on the street, you're moving at X rate. But if you're on a train moving at X rate, you're moving at whatever X is plus the speed of the train. So if you're on the fast track, but you're like, oh my God, it's just one step at a time, you're still on the fast track, okay? It's just that everything is speeding up with you. And so it's hard for you to discern how quickly things are moving. Okay? If you've got God amplification, if you've got the God sponsoring on your life, and you're like, oh my God, but it's only this, it's just one thing, it's just this, that's not happening, because you're still taking every step you're taking. You don't see how much they're moving on your behalf on the other side. Okay? So chill out. Chill out. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Wow, why? No. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. What was I saying before? What was I saying before? Yeah, Spirit says I have to go in a second here while I still have energy to bring messages through because I don't want to crash. Still healing. But this, wow. For some of you, it's like your future right now is need to know. That's what Spirit's telling me. Your future right now is need to know. So if there's this air of mystery of why can't I see? Why can't I understand? Part of it might be related to fear, but also your guides don't want you thinking about things when you're afraid of them. So if you just keep getting redirected, they don't want you creating negatively in a direction of something you really want. So they're going to redirect you. They really, really want you to trust how things are going to unfold, all right? But we're not ending on this card. I need one more. Last card of the reading. Haha. These are the last fears that you're facing around your worth. I feel like I channeled that message a year ago. Does anyone remember that video? You are completing your last lessons around worth right now. And that energetically came through a year ago because a year ago, that's when the energy was starting to set in place to your reality. But it takes time for things to play out on the physical reality and for you to fully learn and integrate these lessons. That's why some of these messages can come through a while back and you're still seeing them play out today. Okay? The Nine of Swords to the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. This is a brand new identity. This is the brand new identity. Someone here who's been looking for gender affirming care is going to find it. That just came through. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. You're going to be coming into such a stability. If it's not your message, don't take it. But you guys, this is really, really, really what you've been waiting for. It's really what you've been waiting for. So don't give up. You're almost through. You're almost through the year of the snake. You're almost through. All right, you guys. I gotta run, but I will see you in the next one. Okay? I will see you soon. I don't know when that's going to be. It's probably going to be in a couple days. And I love you, and I'll see you then. If you're new here, welcome again. Welcome again to our soul tribe, to our collective. I'm so happy you found your way here. And I will see you in the next one. I said it again, and now I will actually hang up. Hang up the phone. Some of you guys staying up too late? All right. Love you lots. Bye, folks.